All right, Ashley Langiel, 25 RO 06751. Mr. O'Keefe?
David O'Keefe on behalf of Ashley Langiel.
All right, looks like you worked out a resolution where the original charge of failing to stop the shared clear distance causing an accident is going to be dismissed. And you're going to offer a plea on your client's behalf to the charge of public nuisance. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so, and you have the authority of your client to do that?
I do.
All right, I'll accept the plea to the public nuisance. The normal fine on this is $500. The prosecutor's recommended $250. I don't have an issue with that. 2 weeks time to pay. Is that sufficient, counsel?
It is.
All right, thank you very much. You're all set for today.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. Brennan.
Could I have a breakout room with my client? We have a plea bargain I'd like to discuss with her.
All right, do I have Miss Eggleston here?
Yes, she's in
Here she is. Okay, just need you to unmute.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Sorry.
Good morning. I'm going to get you into a breakout room with the prosecutor, okay?
No problem.
Oh,
No,
sorry, not the prosecutor. So sorry, with your attorney. With your attorney.
Thank you.
Moving too quickly, Mr. Brennan.
Sorry, sir.
So let me make sure. All right, you'll see, ma'am, an invitation to room 2. Just join that.
Okay.
All right, Jaden Johnson.
Morning, Your Honor.
Morning. That's going to be case number 25 RO 03040.
For the record, Justin Barnett appearing with Jaden Johnson.
All right, so he was supposed to take a class. It looks like he took a class, but for a different court.
Correct, Your Honor. I right after this case, we had a matter in juvenile court. He hadn't received the referral for your court, and at the time when juvenile court wanted him to do a more extensive driving course than the one I know this court usually does, I advised him that it should be sufficient to for both. Maybe that was wrongful advice on my part. But I figured it's a longer and more extensive class and be redundant to do one that's kind of lesser.
Well, but the challenge is that was part of the plea bargain. Like the plea bargain was you do this class and you get the reduction. And so it's not the court doesn't have the ability to say, you know what, you don't have to do that class anymore, because that was what the obligation was from the prosecutor. So obviously there was conduct in the juvenile court which led to him having to do the class for the juvenile court. There was a separate set of behavior that required him to do this one. So again, it might be redundant in nature, but hopefully along the line he may get tired of having to do traffic classes and say, you know what, maybe I'll just conform my conduct to normal driving behavior.
And Your Honor, and to be clear, my understanding, I don't know if Mr. Kluzny wants to weigh in or not, but it was just he had to do a traffic class. I don't think there was any recommendation of a specific class. So as long as he did a traffic class, then I was under the assumption it would be sufficient. So
no, I understand how there could be a confusion, but the traffic class is associated with this court sends it out. We send out the information for the traffic class like we did in this case as well. We sent out notification to your client.
And I was
a traffic class.
I was in contact. He lives with his grandmother. His mother passed away when he was young, so his grandmother's raised him. I asked her repeatedly, have they received anything from the court, and they never did. When I spoke to somebody on your staff yesterday, I asked them if the court wasn't accepting of closing the case as of today to please send out a new referral. So if this court does want him to take another class, we would ask the court to give him an extension. The fines have been paid, and that way he can get a new referral because, like I said,
Interesting.
I
The
asked
fines are paid
repeatedly.
on this. The fines are paid on this one, but he must have picked up another traffic ticket in our community because he has an outstanding balance on a public nuisance charge.
So he had 3 tickets around the same time that I did do pleas on. Um, one of them that I had with Mr. Kaluzny, we had set aside the default and he had posted a bond. It was like $350, and then the case ended up being I think the nuisance was I think that was Mr. Kaluzny's case. It ended up being 200. So
Two
it should have
forty.
come out
Yeah.
of the
So
bond.
he owes 240.
But there was 350 posted.
Okay, can you look
That,
up real quick? So I've got. So Mr. Johnson, you're correct. Had successfully obtained 9 tickets here, and
yeah, he
you
had a,
probably had a resolution on a number of them, and there are zeros by most of them, and there's a public nuisance that must have been a reduction from.
was that, hold on, let me look. Was that the city? That was a city case.
It was a city
Mr.
case,
Klug.
and it was
Yeah,
like straddling lanes
yep.
and um maybe some
Yeah.
sort of something hanging from his mirror, maybe, or
That was 25 or 4168 is the case, correct, Your Honor?
correct.
Yeah. Yeah. So we set aside the default, but he had to post the bond in order to do that. So his grandmother went in there and posted $350 bond. When it was resolved, it was 200. That should have come out of the bond, right?
I'll look it up for you right now. Monica, if you could please look up the
Yeah.
J. Johnson file and see if we can figure out. I don't know if the bond money was used to other fines and costs.
Well, when the grandmother came in there yesterday to pay on this case and to provide proof of,
Nope. That's the and so the 4168, the printout that I have has 240. Has that been taken care of? Because my printout might be old. On all of them, because there was a there was a let's see here. There's a public nuisance attached to it that would have been added. I guess I'm a little. Okay, all right, so Mr. Barnett, it looks like I have an answer for you. I believe that will
Okay.
clear things up a little bit. Okay, so. All right, so first on the limited access speed, we're sending it to the only address we have, which is the Old Creek address.
Yep.
So that's where we're gonna keep sending stuff to.
Okay. Yeah, they got the court notice for this, but she never got a referral for the. I even showed her a picture of what it would look like, and
All right, so we'll have them take the level 1 ABR class,
okay,
and I'll adjourn it 90 days for him to take care of that.
okay, I appreciate. Thank you, Honor.
Now, as far as the outstanding balance in the public nuisance, so Grandma posted the bond in her name, so we couldn't use it to apply. So we refunded it to her. So she should have received that. She should have received some money back.
Well, that went out by mail, though, according to the court.
That's my understanding. Monica, can you confirm that whether or not the date of when they said they sent it out, so that we can at least let Mr. Barnett know, so he could tell his client?
Because Your Honor, I had asked her if she got any money back from the court, and she said no. And when she came up there yesterday to pay, I said, well, you should be getting some money back. I had thought this case was done back when we did the plea because of the bond, but
She was actually up here yesterday.
yeah, she came up in person. She's very ill, but she came up to the court yesterday. She handed in the proof of the driving class and paid the fine on this. She inquired as to the money back on the bond, and they said they would look into it. So, because I didn't know if the court could transfer the bond, but I didn't think so. So,
Was she here yesterday making a payment? Well, the public nuisance is still open, right? The 240. Let's just follow up with Paulina and Tammy, and then we can follow up with Mr. Barnett. All right, thanks. Bye. Okay, so a check was sent out to her
Oh.
on an original bond amount back on September 17th. Now, I don't know what she paid or didn't pay yesterday. The records that I have says all the tickets are paid except for one that's $240.
yeah.
Now, if she was up here yesterday and made that payment, it may just be that our records are not yet updated.
No, she just paid 130, which was this case, because that's what I told her to pay. Because I had thought that I didn't realize that the court never applied the bond from the 240.
So she should have received. So if you could check with her,
Yeah.
we'll both do some homework here.
Okay.
I'll have Monica take a look at this with our court staff downstairs. From what I can see, all that's owed to the court is the traffic class and $240, and that'll be it.
Right.
As far as bond that was originally posted, we have records that it was sent out on September 17th. If she
Okay.
didn't receive that, we need to know
Okay.
that.
Okay, I will. Yeah, when I had asked her, she said she never received any money back. But I will call her and check. One last
And
question, Your Honor.
yeah.
I know it was originally 200. Is a $40? Is that a late fee? The extra 40?
That I would have to, the challenge is I don't have the ability to look it up on
Okay.
my computer.
Okay.
So, and if that $40 is a late fee. I'll have Monica check that out. I can always waive that fee because
Okay.
you know, you're here now and working with them. And so if it was originally $200, we can keep it as that, as
Okay.
long as it gets paid before the end of the year. Okay.
Okay, I will confirm and then make sure she gets this taken care of and follow up on the check.
All right, very good. And just check in with check back with Monica and let me know if she received that check or didn't receive the check. And then Monica can let you know if I'm waiving the $40, which I plan on doing.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Mr. Barnett.
And then they will get a new referral for that traffic class you said, right?
Correct.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on that.
That's perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Your Honor. It's a pleasure seeing you.
Have a good day.
Thank you too.
All right, Zoom user. So look at two individuals. If you could just unmute, please.
Yeah.
Not you, Miss Eggleston. You're good, but
Okay.
black shirt, gray shirt. Yep.
Me?
Yes. Yep. State your
Oh.
name, please.
Kyle Cunningham.
Okay. All right, Mr. Cunningham, we're just waiting for your attorney, Miss Blakeney. She should be here shortly. All right, so just hang tight, and we'll bring you back in the main session when she gets here, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Brendan, are you ready on Eggleston?
Yes, Your Honor, we're ready.
Good. Calling case number 2019-00655, People v. Eggleston.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, James Patrick Brennan, representing Ms. Eggleston, who appears here by Zoom. We have no objection to conducting this hearing by Zoom. Ms. Eggleston, can you state your name for the record?
Shaterica Eggleston.
All right. Your Honor, today was the date and time set for a pretrial. We had an opportunity to discuss this with Mr. Caluzzi. Whereupon a pre-offer was made, my client wishes to avail herself to it. My client would plead guilty to an added count of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive with a referral to Operation Drive. And the original allegation of driving while license suspended would be dismissed. Having explained her constitutional rights, she freely and voluntarily wishes to this offer if the court's amenable.
Ms. Eggleston, will you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, please put your hand down. All right, ma'am, can you read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear and understand me?
Yes, sir.
Have you had a full chance to discuss this with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
And are you satisfied with your attorney's advice?
Yes, sir.
All right, you're pleading guilty to allowing an unlicensed person to drive. That's a misdemeanor charge, carrying with it a maximum possible fine of $500 plus costs and up to 93 days in jail, all at this court's discretion. Before you enter a plea, you should understand you have the right to represent yourself or be represented by an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you at public expense. You have the right to a trial, either by me or by a jury. At that trial, you'd have the right to confront, cross-examine, and question all witnesses brought against you. You'd have the right to have the court subpoena witnesses on your behalf. You have the right to testify if you wanted to, remain silent if you wanted to, and no one could say anything about you remaining silent. As you appear before this court, you're presumed innocent of this charge, and your guilt has to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Sir, do you understand that once you enter a plea, you give up all those rights that I just said that you have at a trial?
Yes, sir.
Once you plead guilty, there'll be no trial. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody promised you or threatened you in any way other than the reduction in charge?
No, sir.
It's your own choice to do this?
Yes, sir.
Directing your attention. March 27th of the year 2019. All right. Were you in the city of Royal Oak?
Yes.
And did you allow an unlicensed person to drive your vehicle, that person being you?
Yes.
All right. Satisfied, Mr. Brennan?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
I too am satisfied. The plea is knowing, voluntary, and accurate. I'll accept the same. All right. Let's get Ms. Eggleston in Operation Drive and let's see if we can get that license. Because I do not believe Ms. Eggleston has ever had a license before, right?
No.
Okay. And it's time. It's
It
time.
is
Like,
definitely time.
so coming up in January, is that is that 40?
That'll be, yes, it is.
Okay. All right. So let's get to the bottom of this. And so what I can tell, and Ms. Eggleston, do you want your license?
I'm very badly. My kid's father passed away, and he was basically my support system with driving, and I can't get my kids anywhere right now without Lyft, and it's very expensive. I don't have the money for that. And I am my grandmother's primary caretaker, and I can't get her to her appointments that she needs to get to.
All right. So let's walk through. From what I can tell, you need to work on a ticket out of Oak Park.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one ticket out of Oak Park that's holding you up. Now, there might be other unpaid tickets that are out
No,
there.
it's not. I made sure.
Okay. That's the only one?
That's the only one.
Okay. Once that no proof of insurance out of Oak Park is paid,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing else holding you up. Mr. Brennan, by getting this plea bargain for you, he
Mm-hmm.
made sure that this charge didn't hit your record and extend your suspension.
Okay.
All right. So you pay Oak Park, and then the next step is you go to the Secretary of State, you'll pay a $125 reinstatement fee, and then you'll take your written test. Because you've never had a license, just be prepared for this, because you've never had a license. After you pass your written test, and you will pass it, all right? After you pass your written test, then you have to sit on a permit, because you have a permit. You got to sit on that for 30 days. Then you could take your road test.
Mm-hmm.
So if we move now, we can get that permit hopefully before the end of the year, and then 30 days later, get that right in time for your 40th birthday party, and we'll all celebrate.
Right. No problem.
Okay. Now, it's easy for me to say and hard for you to live, though, man, because we're still talking about money to Oak Park. You got the holidays, you got all this kind of stuff going on. So I know that it might not happen, and don't stress about that. Okay. I'm not gonna assess any fines and costs right now. I'm gonna adjourn it for 90 days, give you some time to get the work done on this. And when you do get your license, I'll substantially reduce any fines and costs and give you a payment plan. Okay.
Okay.
Now, the key is while you're walking this path, you will never be alone. So if you run into any issues with the Secretary of State or have trouble scheduling a road test, or if you have any issues whatsoever, Mr. Brennan is all set for today. He got you the plea bargain. Now, after this, you'll have another set of attorneys that are available to you if you have any questions or concerns or issues that come up. That's what our Operation Drive program is all about. Okay?
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Ms. Eggleston, does this finally seem possible?
It does. It really
Okay.
does.
Mr. Brennan, Ms. Eggleston seems like a very delightful person, and so hopefully we can help her figure out this situation so that she can be able to manage, some of the different challenges that she has in life with a license.
He appreciates everything the court's doing, Your Honor. As she has said, she's a single mother of 4 teenage children, and she's the primary caregiver for her mother, so she needs the ability to drive legally.
Agreed. And then get on those teenage kids and get them ready for their permit and stuff like that, because you don't want them to be in the same situation, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll bump this out 90 days. Oak Park, once that's paid, go right to Secretary of State. Got it?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Brennan. Have a great day.
Thank you, Judge. Before I leave, I wish you and your staff a happy Thanksgiving.
Thank you, Mr. Brennan. Best wishes to you as well.
You have a great day.
See here, Monica, I have a note from Mr. Abu Zayed that he's already worked out his deal or worked out his case. So,
Your Honor, it looks like Ryan has invited him to join a breakout room, so I think they still need to speak.
okay, so he's heading in right now. Ms. Bigler, do you need to speak with the prosecutor?
Sorry, I've already spoken to him, Your Honor. This is a show cause, and I don't know whether Miss Mills has appeared or is going to appear, and the phone number I have is gone. It's no good.
Okay, 2500560. Renee Mills.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joanne Bigler appearing on behalf of Miss Mills. Has it been a half an, oh, it was 9:01. No, it's 9:15. Do you want to wait a few minutes?
Well, this is the second failure to appear. This was originally set in October.
Oh, I did not, but I don't think I knew about that date.
But by the time we get done talking, it'll be at least 20 minutes. And I guess I would be surprised. So here's the challenge. So on April 21st, you worked out a resolution for her. I suspended 90 days in jail and adjourned for a review in 180 days. I said if she had no new criminal behavior, my sentence would simply be 21 days jail, 21 days credit, call it a day. I even said if she was in full compliance, she did not need to appear. However, I said if she picked up any new charges, any new arrests, then she'd be looking at 90 days in jail, suspended for a ATI program for rehab. And so that was April 21st. We have a police report on May 7th that indicates that she was arrested for assault and battery in Oak Park. So obviously that certainly puts the jail time in play. And so that's sort of where we're at now. She didn't appear in October. She hasn't appeared here today. I've got an unidentified Samsung coming in so we can see who this is. On the Samsung SMA156U, can you identify yourself, please?
I don't think that's Miss Mills.
I do not believe that is Miss Renee Mills, but I should always check.
It's Lorenz Wallace.
Wallace, okay. Hold on one second, Mr. Wallace. All right, so Miss Bigler, I really appreciate you taking the time to be here today, but I think Miss Mills has indicated her desire to participate with this court's process by failing to appear now twice. So
I think
you've not heard from her, right?
I've not heard from her, and I did review my notes, and you even said you would waive fines and costs if she appeared and didn't have any new charges. So
yeah, all I needed her to do was stay out of trouble, and
I know.
that was it. But
right.
All right, at this point in time, the court will issue a bench warrant. Thank you, Miss Bigler.
Thank you. All right. Have a good day.
You as well. All right, Mr. Savage, good morning. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good to see you as well.
Do you need to speak with the prosecutor?
It can't hurt. Sure. If I could have a minute with him, I'll get back to you. Thank you.
There you go, room 1. And was that Mr. Wallace, by the way? Lorenz Wallace?
Yes.
Okay. 2301607, Lorenz Wallace.
Yes.
All right, today's date and time set for a show cause hearing. So Mr. Wallace, when you pled back in July, I indicated if you completed a 90-day program, I would waive fines and costs. I set this for a hearing on October 23rd, and then we didn't hear from you. And so instead of issuing a bench warrant, I just reset it in hopes that we'd be able to find you. And so I'm so glad to see you, and that you actually checked in. Did you actually complete that 90-day program?
I'm actually still in the program. It's actually a 12-month program, and I'm still here. I got a job. I got my ID. I'm still in contact with my mom. She helps me out a lot. I work for Amazon. and I'm working on getting a car.
It's a great
And
update.
yeah, and I got I got my ID. I think I said that already.
That's a win for sure.
Yeah, a lot has changed. A lot has changed in the beginning.
So can you give me the name of the facility again that you're staying at?
Yes, Taylor Recovery,
And what city is that located in?
Houston.
And you've been there how many days now?
I've been here 4.5 months.
Now, how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel like, I mean, obviously you get to this position, it's hard early on as you're grinding and you're working and you're trying to gain some traction. It's hard to feel like super great about yourself. But now 4.5 months in, with all the list of things, you have to start feeling proud of what you're overcoming and making progress. Do you feel proud of yourself?
I do. I'm very, very proud of myself.
I mean, isn't that great? I mean, it's great, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So I want you to then live in this feeling, okay, and recognize that you can have more of this. You just have to keep taking care of yourself. You got to establish a routine. You got to, make it so that you stay in a good place mentally, physically, emotionally. And some days that's easy, and some days that's really, really hard. But you've got to continue to do that work to take care of you, because look what's happening, right?
Right.
So, right. So let me take a look here.
My mother says she's about to join. She wants to be here.
Very good. I hope to see her. You said she's going to join?
Yeah,
So are you at the Lavender address?
correct.
Okay. And it's a year-long program?
Yeah. As long as you keep up your assurance.
Place looks pretty nice.
It's not all that, but I make do.
I mean, I'm sure you've been put in tougher situations and had a lot, more sketchy situations. I would think you would agree with me, right?
Yes.
So yes, it's not the Ritz-Carlton, but it is a nice roof over your head and
Yep.
meals on the table, right?
Yep.
And definitely a better facility for you to be able to, I don't know, if you feel good about yourself, feel good about the idea that this can happen. So, um, is she joining? Do you know?
Yeah, she just texted me, said I'm about to join.
Okay, I'll wait for her. Okay, I'm going to take care of another case real quick, and then we'll talk more when your mom gets here. Okay.
Heard that.
All right, Janney, Solomon Janney, 25 RO 06472.
Pretty Your Honor, good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Ziad Nicholas Ozaid on behalf of Mr. Janney. I do have authority to plead responsible to an amended charge, limited access speed 1 to 5, 0 points, as for 2 weeks to pay.
I'll accept the plea of responsible. I will authorize 2 weeks' time to pay. And you are all set today, sir. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge. Good to see you.
Mr. Dominic, I'm just checking you in. This is the court. I'm just checking in. Your attorney's speaking with the prosecutor right now. Okay. What's your mom's name, Mr. Wallace?
Charisma.
All right. Mr. Moss, do you need to touch base with the prosecutor?
I do, Judge. How are you this morning?
Good. Good to see you, sir. I will
Yes,
get you
excellent.
into room 2.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. On 512-351-5003, if you could do me a favor, hit *6. That'll allow you to unmute and I can hear you.
Yes,
Hello, are you there? 512?
yes.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Charisma Wallace. I'm the parent of Lorenz Wallace. I do believe he's already on with you guys.
He is. Thank you so much for checking in, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, this is the judge, by the way, and I'm glad that you checked in. This is just a review to see how Mr. Wallace is doing, and I had a chance to check in with him for a little bit, and he was very positive about the work he's doing at Taylor Recovery. How do you think he's doing?
I'm very proud of Lorenz. Lorenz completed. The thing is that these programs were not something that, they made him stay. So for him to do 90 days of detox on his own free will, and he's been living at sober living on his own free will. He has got his ID, and he hasn't had an ID in almost 2 years. He has started his GED, and he just started his job 2 days ago. And he's been clean.
It's so interesting that just even the simple act of getting an ID, what an important and powerful moment that is. It's because almost like before, he had no real identity, and now as a sober person, he has an identity, a sense of self, a sense of value, and I can't tell you how much your words carry so much weight, not just with the court, but Mr. Wallace. Like hearing that, Mr. Wallace, I mean, that's got to be really nice to hear from your mom, right?
It really is.
So
I'm
these
proud
are.
of my baby.
This is why I do it this way, because I'd much rather have him take care of himself and make progress than for the court to see $150. And so, because of the work he's done, bear with me 1 second. I'm going to follow through on what I said in July. In July, if you recall, I said that if he completed a 90-day program, that the court would consider waiving all fines and costs. And not only has he completed the 90-day program, but then he's continued on. And for me, what's really cool about that is he's not doing it, because you told him to. He's not doing it because a court told him to. He's doing it because he knows it's for him, for himself, to better himself.
Exactly.
And that's the win, because as much as you wanted it for him, as much as the court would order it, it was never going to happen unless Lorenz Wallace decided, I'm worth it. I'm worth the fight. I'm worth the effort. I'm worth the grind. I'm worth the extra time and energy I got to put in every day. I'm worth it. And everybody is super proud of you. All right. So I hope that you're feeling good about yourself, sir, and you're ready to keep going forward, right?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Well, it's the order of this court, ma'am. Thank you so much for checking in today. And I also think the name Charisma is fantastic, by the way.
Thank you.
It's the order of this court that Mr. Wallace is in full compliance. And I'm going to waive all fines and costs and close this file out.
Awesome. Look at that, Lorenz.
Congratulations, Mr. Wallace.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Judge.
And you both have a great
You're
day.
welcome, son.
Have a great holidays, and good luck to you both.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
You have a good holiday as well, Judge.
Take care.
All righty. Lorenz, I got to go. I got patience.
You go. Bye, ma'am.
Bye.
Ms. Blakeney, do you need to speak with the prosecutor? Ms. Blakeney, do you need to speak with the prosecutor? Or your client? Your client's here.
Can I speak with my client? Well, actually, I need to speak with the prosecutor, but he failed to appear last time. But it's still probably the same offer. But
All right, so Mr. Cluzzi's got a little bit of a line, so I'll move you into with your client, room 3.
okay, thank you.
And then I'll send the prosecutor in after that. 2501-623, Joseph Dominic.
Good morning, Your Honor. May it please the court. My name is Matt Savage and I represent Joseph Dominic. Joseph, unmute yourself and state your name for the record, please.
Yes, Joseph Dominic.
Thank you. Judge, I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Kaluzny. I did make an attempt to get all the discovery, and I believe I have all of it, but I'm not sure because I started opening it. I got quite a few videos, and I've only finished watching one of the 5. So, respectfully asking for an adjournment so I can continue to review all the discovery so I can give my client proper advice.
I think that's appropriate. You want to make sure you have all the information to give Mr. Dominic sort of the best vision when it comes to what his options are. So I have no problem with that. So we'll bump this out 4 weeks. And bond has already been set in this matter. I trust that. Let me just confirm. Okay, so we'll set this out. Mr. Savage, if you have your calendar.
Yeah, I do, Judge. Yes.
We do December 22nd.
Yeah, I'd love to be on vacation, but at the moment I don't have anything set. So
you're stuck with me then, Mr. Savage.
if I could do it via Zoom, I could do it from anywhere in the world.
That's true. And our pre-trials are on Zoom. So I would never know. Right now, I think you're in San Francisco. So.
No, that just, you know why I do that? Because I was on Zoom and one of my clients after the case was over goes, "Man, your office is filthy dirty in the background." And I'm like, "It's not really." He goes, "You have clothes hanging up." And that one, I was doing that one at my house. So I was like, sorry.
That's
So
funny.
now I just do this to keep myself from being embarrassed.
So we'll do this 8:30, first thing in the morning on Zoom.
All right, perfect. I have it written in. Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye-bye. You can leave, Joe.
Thank you.
All right, Ms. Palk, I'm just checking you in. As soon as your attorney gets here, I'll bring you back in.